Y'all ready for this?
Well, good Thursday morning, everybody, and welcome to another Coffee Time with Blind United. Of course, I'm Ed. I guess I'm supposed to say that every day, but it just feels funny. So anyway, I got Brittany, Carol, and I got Pedro with me today. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning,
Good
good
morning,
morning, good morning.
everybody.
All right, all right. So
Good morning.
we don't have any interest groups today. I don't know if you want to look at it as a good thing, so I don't have no extra work left today, or maybe it's an opportunity where somebody could come in and step in and possibly put a group in here today. There's an empty slot on Thursday, so if anybody's got any concepts, ideas, thoughts about a nice group that they would like to have, if you don't see it on our list anyway, you know what I'm saying? Maybe we can put you into that spot. Who knows? I've learned in the last 2 years, you never know what groups are going to take off and not. You know what I'm saying? So, but give it a shot. So, all right. Man, amazing class last night, Pedro. Really enjoyed your shortcuts app thing, showing how to use that. Ooh,
I know
there's a lot of stuff you can do with that.
yeah, it's a lot. I know we were having some technical difficulties. Um, for those that were in the class that are listening, I know that my app stopped working at a time, and one of the issues it was that I needed to close out the app and close it and restart it, and then the shortcuts that I was adding were getting added there.
Oh, okay. So,
Yeah, and I figured that in the end, but it was, that's why I'm gonna go over it. But yeah, the navigation and building a shortcut's it's a little confusing, but when you get a little hang of it, you could do some basic ones.
right. Well, I mean, again, and that's been, it's a very popular app to use. There's a lot that you can do with it. I mean, you can basically, program your life in there the way you can get it set up. So many different things that you can do with it. It's
So
man, it's
when you
amazing.
walk in a movie scene, like let's say in Batman, and the Batcave lights turn on and the computer starts turning on, basically you could do that with this app. You
In
walk in your
essence,
house.
yeah. In essence, yeah. I mean, that it depends on how deep you want to get with it, how good you want to get at it. Because, like you said, each shortcut develop, is an accumulation of so many different steps. It could be 4 steps, 5 steps, 45 steps, 150 steps. But wasn't nobody talking to you.
She wants to join the conversation on
Yeah,
coffee
I
time.
guess. But yeah, no, it just depends on how deep you want to get into it. Plus I like the fact that the gallery part, where you go in there and you get a lot of stuff that's already been done. Just a little thought for somebody who might be trying to be an entrepreneur or whatever. Maybe you can create shortcuts and for people, a couple dollars here and there, and then you just share it with them, and boom, now they got something custom for their, something they want or whatever, something that's not in the gallery per se. You know, I don't know. It's always opportunity somewhere, right? But
Yeah, and all these shortcuts you could run them with Siri. Sometimes you don't even need to navigate to the app. You could just ask the S lady something, and tell it the shortcut name, and it will run it.
you heard that, Carol?
I hear that.
Okay, okay.
I hear that, and I'm taking notes for sure.
Okay, okay, okay. Yeah. So, well, so again, speaking of technology, we have a technical difficulty this morning. You know, in our community, we know we have technical issues at the worst possible time. So, we had a couple issues uploading our clips today. So, we're going to do it a little bit different this morning. And then, but we'll have it straightened out on the next one. But anyway, Pedro's going to play these on his phone. So that's what you're going to get today. But again, technical difficulties at the worst possible time. So please bear with us. And you ready with the first one, Pedro?
Yes, I'm ready. Let's do
All
it.
right, title recipient of world's first peg kidney transplant discharged from Boston Hospital. Boston. The recipient of the world's first peg kidney transplant is heading home from Massachusetts General Hospital Wednesday, nearly 2 weeks after the surgery. The hospital said Rick Slayman, 62, will continue his recovery at home in Weymouth. This moment, leaving the hospital today with one of the cleanest bills of health I've had in a long time, is one I wished would come for many years. Now, it's a reality and one of the happiest moments of my life, said Slayman in a statement. He went on to thank all the doctors and nurses who cared for him. The care I received was exceptional and I trust the physicians of the Mass General Brigham Health System with my life. I'm excited to resume spending time with my family, friends, and loved ones free from the burden of dialysis that has affected my quality of life for many years. Transplant first of its kind. At the time of the transplant on March 21st, Slayman was living with end-stage kidney disease, along with type 2 diabetes and hypertension. He received a human kidney transplant back in 2018, but it started failing 5 years later. Mass General said the transplant was the first time a pig kidney was transplanted into a living human patient. The hospital said the kidney was donated by eGenesis in Cambridge and was genetically edited to remove harmful pig genes. Certain human genes were then added to improve its compatibility. Heading Level 2, a new beginning. Slayman said in his statement his recovery is progressing smoothly and added that he wanted to thank everyone who sent him well wishes, including fellow patients awaiting a kidney transplant. Today marks a new beginning not just for me, but for them, as well, said Slayman in his statement. Now back to the show.
Oh, wow. I got a couple questions I know off the top. Now, I heard it there, number one. I think I heard that it was an artificially, genetically created kidney. I heard something I thought a paid kidney.
It was a pig kidney,
Pig.
Ed. Pig.
Pig kidney.
Yes, pig.
Pig kidney. Okay, I really need them hearing aids.
Yes, yes, you do. Yes,
So
you
they
most
put a
certainly
pig
do.
kidney in this gentleman's. Okay, okay. Uh, uh, hey, I mean, they said the pig was genetically something
It
to.
was genetically modified, Ed, so they took out all the harmful pig genes and put in some human genes that,
So in essence, it was a test tube pig kidney. I mean,
Yeah, I
yeah.
bet they did it on the lab and they edited it to take out
right. They
those.
raised the pig and the kidney to do all the genetic modifications, all that stuff, And then
Kind of like
okay,
the Dalai Lama.
so I mean, bottom line, there was a whole purpose behind it. I mean, if it works, I mean, I remember a long time ago. I don't know. I'm probably the only one in there. Maybe you do, Carol, but I'm probably the only one old enough to remember. Loma Linda, they put what was it, a baboon's heart in a baby?
Yes, they did.
Okay,
You
so
hear me?
yeah, I heard you.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's not
A
the first time.
baboon's heart and a baby? Like,
Yeah,
does that mean?
yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
is that person still alive? I have a lot of
yeah.
questions in regards to that.
I mean, to be honest, I don't know. You know how it is. Just like this guy, we're hearing about him getting a pig kidney, but we might not hear about
Yeah,
him no more.
but a
Right.
pig is slightly closer to our DNA from what I remember reading in a different article.
Okay.
A baboon, I don't know how much it can compare to a human. I know that's why they were doing it with pigs because they said they're so similar. I'm just breaking it down like in
Right,
my
right, right, right,
words,
right,
yeah.
right.
But I don't know. I
But
wonder. Hey,
again,
that's the research to do and see if this person's still alive. This baby that grew up and to become a.
yeah, that could be a hell of a story. I mean, maybe they just trying to live a quiet life. They don't want to be known as the person with a baboon heart.
With a baboon's heart. Hmm.
So but yeah, I mean, it's all about that medical research, man. I mean, I don't know. I guess you got to look inside who you are as to how you feel about this kind of stuff. I mean, myself, I believe being a doctor and having that knowledge and that skill is a gift. And research is a way to try to make life better for people. That's what their job is, right? To fix us, the flaws in us, whatever. So but I'm good with it. Some people might not like you're putting a pig heart in a pig kidney or a baboon heart or whatever. You know what? The person is getting it, they don't care. They alive.
Exactly. That's what I was going to make the point. And who are we to stop a medical operation that could save somebody's life? Why are you going to be like, I don't think that's right. Look, the
Exactly.
person's alive. The person's alive. You
They're
know what I mean?
alive. I mean, their family, whatever. Everybody is grateful for another day with that person. I mean, it comes
Mhm.
down to the question: what will you do or not do to preserve your own life, to
Yeah.
breathe another day?
Hmm.
You're
That's what you
Man,
absolutely
could
right.
say. We're about lives first.
It's about life.
hey,
Because you're
I'm
not
pro-life
questioning your
because I want everybody to
human
live.
donor
oh, I
for
hear
what they
you.
did or didn't do. So
I mean, and to say what a person can do or cannot do. I mean, no, let it. It's a person's body. What they want to do, if they agree to it, I mean, sometimes your back is against the wall. Okay, well, I can take a chance with this, or I can die next week.
That's very true, Ed. I agree with you.
So I ain't mad at them.
No, me neither.
So yeah. But again, research, man. I mean, I'm
Mhm.
telling you, they're gonna have to get to a point where they really start designing drugs where it's designed for our DNA, whatever.
Oh, they're working on it, Ed. I just read an
Uh,
article. I
okay,
Yeah, they're working on uh pharmaceutical drugs tailored to your DNA.
that's how you're gonna eliminate the side effects, I believe.
I believe so too. You know, the
Hmm.
wooziness, the other major side effects for some of these medicines that treat bearable symptoms and they have big horrible after effects, you
Oh
know?
yeah. Well, I mean, and then see, when real research and real, the whole real thing about this takes place. You take, I mean, it's corporate as well. You understand what I'm saying? And most of your drug manufacturers okay, well, let me treat it, because there's no money in cure. There's money in treatment. So they're not trying to find drugs to cure you of whatever you're going through. They're not trying to find ways to cure you.
Right. They just want to
Yeah.
keep you alive as long
They
as
just want
they
to keep you
can.
alive and keep you, in
And
essence,
depending on this medicine.
Keep you on a subscription to a medicine is basically what's
right.
happening.
Keep you dependent on this to stay alive, you
But
know.
that's
Yeah,
kind of
that's
like
very true.
what's messing us up too. And I know this is a whole other topic, but it's like the subscription based things, right? Everything now wants a subscription. Even AppStar for made for disabled people. There's a popular app. I'm not gonna say the name, but there's a popular app that you pay for it. It was around like $8, I think $10, right?
Isn't it Voice Stream Reader?
Yes, Brett. Yes, Brett. Yes. I was not trying to put
I'm
him on the
calling
spot.
people out. It's
You
Voice
gonna
Stream
call 'em
Reader.
out?
No,
Put it out there.
well, we have Tina posted it in the group today.
Yeah, it's everywhere. And they're charging a subscription fee now. They're switching to a subscription fee because it might be able to work with Audible. But that aside, like, you know, Audible does a better job than Stream Reader. Like,
Well, not only that, you're not going to get no books from Audible unless you have an Audible account, because you pay for those books.
yeah, and then you could import them into Stream Reader. But the thing is, now you're gonna have to pay a subscription every month or yearly, and who knows how many updates does this app come with? Who knows
That's
when is the last
crazy.
time it got updated? And new features. If you're telling me to subscribe to an application, right? Okay, I'm expecting updates, new features every 4 or 5 months. I don't want to go without an update for a whole year or 2 years, and you haven't had no features, and I'm paying this money for what?
Well, at the top of it all, Pedro, I have Audible, as you say. Audible has its own reader app. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
but
saying?
see,
And
that's based on a subscription that you're getting something and
right.
you're
So why
reading
should I
something
pay you a subscription to play
to import.
something
Mm-hmm.
that I already have a subscription to play?
Exactly. Yeah. So
You
it's a little
know.
crazy out there right now. And in that note, let's pay some bills.
Right.
If you'd like to know more about Blind United, you can visit our website at blindunited.org. You can email us at info@blindunited.org. You can call us at 909-846-8825. You can follow us on Instagram at Blind United Interest Groups. You can follow us on X at Blind United 22. You can watch our YouTube channel, Blind United. You could join our Facebook group, Blind United Interest Groups, or you can follow our Facebook page, Blind United. Blind United.
All right. Yeah, but well, while we are doing this right quick, while he's getting his next clip together, we're gonna
I
get
have it ready.
into. We got a couple things coming up next month. So March. Well, I'm sorry. Was it May 18th, Britt? We got our banquet dinner. That's coming up in Montclair. That's going
It's
to be
May 19th, and it's going to be held at Rodrigo's in
I said
Montclair.
19th, right? I probably said 18th.
Yeah, you said 18th. No, it's May 19th. It's going to be held at Rodrigo's in
Yeah.
Montclair
Montclair.
from 12 to 5.
From 12 to 5 in the afternoon. Again, we're going to be there. Dinner is what, $36, I believe it is. That includes your tip. So we have a menu for that. So if you want more information on how to attend that, get at info@blindunited.org, and we'll get you all the information you need on it. If you're on the email list, we don't have that one on the flyer yet. We have the next one that's on the flyer, which is May 25th. Then that's our color party. So that's another, that there is actually a fundraiser. So we're going to be doing that in Santa Fe Springs. Again, the cost of that is, what was we say on that? That's $15. It's a fun day. You register, you get assigned the color. You got to bring a dish, you got a dress, whatever color you get. You want more details on that? Get at info@blindunited.org, and we'll make sure you get that info. Or again, you can click on the link to view the flyer within your daily reminder. So, but if you're not on the email list, let me know, and we'll get that
And
out
if you're
soon.
following us on Facebook, the link is also there as well.
Have you did you pin it to the top, Brittany, or is it just floating around right now?
No, I did not, but I can do that as soon as we
Okay.
get off here.
Thank you. That'll make it easier to access just for the month. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, but so we covered all our housekeeping stuff.
Okay. Any comments by any chance, Britt?
Yep, we have Monica. She said good morning and happy
Monica,
birthday.
we appreciate you, sweetie.
I know we feel the love. And Elizabeth also said good morning and have a great day,
Okay,
guys. So appreciate the love from both of you guys. They've been
right.
super supportive.
Both of them. We got them every morning. I know Elizabeth's probably still on her way to work if she ain't there, and Monica just chilling, being up in the mix. So, thank you guys. What you got? What we got next, Pedro?
Let's roll. Let's push play.
Every year, the Maryland Department of Transportation conducts a report that evaluates the state's transportation infrastructure and determines its priorities for investment. Repairs to the bridge were suggested in 2017, that year's annual report states, and satellite
Hold on.
transmission towers were constructed between 2009.
Wrong audio file. I had two of the same one. Sorry about that.
Dismiss. More. Activate. Default.
Oh my god. Sorry guys. I'm having
Okay.
technical.
Well, I mean that
difficulties.
was an interesting article. It's crazy how that whole bridge collapsed like that, and we should have invested more in our infrastructure. Build back better was supposed to be a great thing, and I think sometimes other people on the other side, you can't be nonpartisan and say, hey, this is going to be good for the country, because at the end of the day, Democrats and Republicans go across the bridge, so you would think that we would get our shit together, but it is what it is as a country.
I mean, I agree, Britt. I mean, again, I mean, both sides claim to be about the people. That's what comes out their mouth anyway. But at the same time, your actions speak louder than your words. So again, when it's for the people, like you say, it's the infrastructure thing. All people use these highways, these bridges, these whatever. All businesses, if you want to go there, making money running up and down these highways. You know what I'm saying? So all aspects of our society, it's all about trying to do that. I mean, when you don't want to fund a bill that would fix something that is a potential danger, it ends up costing you 2-3 times more on the other end. So but that's my opinion about that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I know they were saying in the article, and I'm surprised that it just gave me half of the article. But they were saying that yes, in 2019 they made some repairs to the bridge and they put some pillars and stuff like that. But they put pillars that are thin and small. And according to the article, since the 1970s, the shipping containers they've been getting bigger and larger and heavier.
Yeah.
So in other parts of the country, they have bridges with concrete and steel embedded into them and thicker and bigger for these type of boats. Whoever runs that type of county that's within that bridge made a decision to maybe save money, who knows, but they put concrete pillars that were not thick enough and strong enough.
Well, and here's another thing. Since we're in essence, this is like a political story. Okay, so I'm gonna go here. Uh, as you said, the ships are getting bigger and bigger and bigger, right? The container ships. They need to get under that bridge. That is a multi-billion, if not trillion-dollar a year industry. The shipping industry, moving that containers of goods and all around the world like that. So this is why it's also important for people to pay taxes. It's for corporations to pay their taxes. I mean, if you're a foreign entity and you're coming into our country to drop off your goods like this, you understand what I'm saying? That money could be made to take care of these kind of things to where the taxpayers per se, right, us, would have to take care of these things. But because of the way our system is right now, yeah, we got it. Well, we don't necessarily have to take care of it because it is a local thing, but it's a national thing. Why? Because the ships can't get through to get the goods in. So, it's one of them big old issues, but it's important for them to pay their part of the taxes as well. You
And
want to save money, but you want to
look,
you're not doing it to make the richer folks, richer corporations pay their part. It ends up falling on
yes.
us. That part. I'm
Yes,
sorry.
you're right. You're right about that. There was a thing that was in the ballot to vote to make Amazon pay road taxes. I think it's only right. They use our roads. Who paid for those roads? The taxpayers did. They use
Well,
our
when I
roads.
was a truck driver, Pedro, as an owner operator, when I got my registration for my truck and all that every year, I had to pay what they call highway use tax.
That's what they
Okay.
need right there.
Okay. Because I was using the freeways and the highways to run up and down them to make my money.
Hmm.
I had to pay that highway use tax,
Yeah.
you
Okay.
know. So, I mean, is Amazon doing that? I mean, it's supposed to be attached to all commercial vehicles. I don't know what laws have changed since I quit driving truck, but it's supposed to be attached to all commercial vehicles.
Yeah, I think they have a subsidy for that, so they're not required.
Well, now, I mean, anybody that's making
Ah,
money on our highways need to help pay to maintain our highways,
I agree.
yes,
our
I feel the same
infrastructure.
way. Um, yes, and look, and cutting corners and not putting the required equipment or required repairs to a bridge does not equal losing lives like we did in that bridge. Cutting a corner, saving some money does not equal a life. If we need to put thicker concrete with steel, let's do that because it's not fair to those families that their loved ones are gone now because of that.
No, they're not.
No,
They're
it's a
not.
catastrophe. Spend the money where you need the money so that you won't have a catastrophe in the end.
You know, I mean, I think about some places like out here, just because I'm from California and I drove truck down in the harbor and all that kind of stuff, right? That Vincent Thomas Bridge, you know which bridge that is, Pedro?
No, where's that
That's the
low?
one that goes from San Pedro over onto Terminal Island.
Oh, okay, okay. Yes, I know.
Okay. It was actually in a movie. What was it? Chris Tucker jumped out of a helicopter. It was right there by that bridge. In that, what it was something about diamonds. It was some movie about diamonds that he got escaped from county jail. But anyway, that bridge was built to where they don't never have to worry about it. It's always got enough height to it. You can't build a ship. Well, I ain't gonna say you can't build one, but there's no ship on the waters at this point right now that would not go under that bridge.
Mm,
You follow what I'm saying? So
yeah,
other bridges, I mean, they all
and
have.
it's an old bridge too. It was built in the 1970s. You know that it was, I think, way overdue for a big repair, not just patches. You could patch
Well,
up a
plus,
tire
like
so
you say,
many times until
right,
it's unpatchable.
and got to realize what are we doing? We're talking about it's on the water, so there's always going to be that erosion, So
Mm-hmm.
You gotta maintain these things. And again, there's nothing wrong with the people that's using it, paying for it. If you're using it to make money, then you should be taxed for that. I
Well,
mean,
if
I'm
you're a
sorry.
company, I believe if you're a company and you drive and across these bridges, you should pay like a tax for the road. Um, since we're taxpayers and stuff like that, I believe those taxes shouldn't come on to the regular American, in my opinion.
Well, I mean, and then again, if you want to stop something, stop the corporate welfare. Don't stop the social program. Stop the corporate welfare.
Yes.
Quit giving corporations and big multi-billion-dollar the oil companies. Why are we subsidizing drilling for oil? You know what I'm saying? Why are we subsidizing the airplane, the airlines? You
and
know what
and
I'm saying?
they're concrete into they're grandfathered in, you could say, because look, airplanes, they don't need to get subsidized. They're gonna get their money because we're traveling. All right. The oil industry is really big to why subsidize it. You know what I mean?
I get it. I get it.
But and that note, we're gonna cut to commercials, and I will load up the next clip. And I hope you guys are able to hear it correctly and well. But let's move on.
If you'd like to know more about Blind United, you can visit our website at blindunited.org. You can email us at info@blindunited.org. You can call us at 909-846-8825. You can follow us on Instagram at Blind United Interest Groups. You can follow us on X at Blind United 22. You can watch our YouTube channel, Blind United. You could join our Facebook group, Blind United Interest Groups, or you can follow our Facebook page, Blind United.
All right. I like the old ending better, Pedro. The echo.
Oh, it has the echo. I just slowed down the melody in the end too,
Oh,
but I
okay.
think I did it too of a long thing, but I'll fix it later on. But here's the next story, guys. Check it out. Let's push play.
Titled The Power of One. Intro. For decades, we have assumed that spending time alone is a bad thing. Yet solitude can help us to flourish, says Heather Hansen. Recently, I was walking alone on a quiet, winding trail. The path was hard to follow and slick with snow. The sun felt warm on my face. As I trudged uphill, I missed my partner, but felt grateful to be visiting my sister who I don't see often. I was on my own for a couple of hours that day. During that time, I felt wide-ranging emotions, including curiosity, anxiety, and joy. It was a welcome period of solitude, and I returned to civilization feeling calmer and more clear-headed than when I had set out. Think about the last time you were alone. Maybe you were commuting to work or had woken up before the rest of your household. Perhaps you live alone. Did you revel in that period of solitude, long to connect with another person, or let it pass by without much thought? Solitude is inevitable. Adults in the UK and US spend around 1/3 of their waking lives alone, and that increases as we get older. In many places, we live alone in greater proportions than ever before. A recent survey of 75 countries shows that 17 of them have more than 25% solo households. As social creatures, research has historically pointed us away from time alone. But recently, more people are spending time away from the crowd, and even seem to crave it. Now, we have evidence as to why alone time can feel so good and may in fact be vital to your health and well-being. Moreover, we have discovered the best ways to be alone. Learn these secrets and you could grasp the real power of solitude. Researchers have been cataloging the negative aspects of feeling alone, including loneliness, social isolation, anxiety, and ostracism, for over a century. From that body of work, we know that isolation, which is often wrongly conflated with solitude, is harmful. We see this clearly in studies of the solitary confinement of prisoners, which show that being alone in these conditions increases the long-term risk of cardiovascular disease and mental health problems. Recently, though, researchers have begun to re-examine time spent alone in less extreme circumstances. In Solitude: The Science and Power of Being Alone, a book I co-wrote with researchers Ned Weinstein at the University of Reading and Tweevy Nguyen at Durham University, both in the UK, we set out to understand how everyday solitude affects people's lives. Together, we wanted to know whether these moments are beneficial and possibly essential to living a balanced, happy life. Now back to the show.
I enjoy my solitude. I know that. Uh,
Same,
I think that's the biggest thing I miss about riding motorcycles: the solitude, being out there, with that wind in my face. Oh man,
Gotta love that wind therapy.
I miss that as well, Ed, riding a motorcycle. And I live alone. I enjoy my solitude. People would think that I would go crazy, but I have a peace of mind when I have peace with myself.
I mean, it's just, being able to just do you. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to worry about nobody saying anything. Your body language, your tone of speech, your manner of speech, whatever. You can just, however you feel, just let it roll. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So I guess I'm good with it at this point in my life for sure. Now, that don't mean I don't miss having something warm to cuddle up with at night, but it is what it is. I had her for a long time, and now she gone. But I'm good. I've adjusted. I'm fine. So, but yeah, I like my solitude. I didn't like it back then, but I'm good with it now. I mean, I'm not alone. The kids in the house, so I don't feel like I'm alone per se. Plus in today's world, what? I got y'all. I got, everybody on my phone or whatever.
Well, solitude is different than solid,
Right. I
I've
mean,
been alone.
right. Solitude is different from solitary confinement. I mean,
Yeah,
that'll drive you crazy.
yeah.
Right. Because
Being
one you have a
forced to be
choice and
alone.
one you don't have a choice.
Yeah. When you got a choice for it, it's good. When you ain't got no choice, it'll run you to the nut house. I'm telling you,
Right.
it happened. So, but yeah, no, I'm good with mine. I really am. Like I said,
Yeah.
I do believe it's inevitable as well. Again, it's just that difference, whether it's by choice or because again, when you say by choice, like I'm sitting here in the room alone right now per se, but I'm online with you guys. Again, I can reach out, call my family. Nowadays, today's world, what we got FaceTime this, they can see me anyway, but you get my point. They get to lay eyes on us.
Right.
So I mean, so again, I'm good with it. Uh,
Yeah.
Me
Well,
too.
I do like my alone time and chilling, and sometimes just hearing a book, or even sometimes just sitting there, just relaxing, taking. Sometimes I gotta, like, if I'm in a room and it might sound a little rude. Sometimes I feel like there's too much bodies, and I feel like, oh, I need to get out of here. Like, it's like sometimes there's been too much people in one room, and I'm like I don't know. I feel like,
it was overwhelming.
yeah, and I'm like, you know what? Let me step out. Let me go out here. Like, you know what I
Breathe
mean?
some
And
air.
yeah, and stuff like that. So,
I
but
mean, again, and if you think about it, it's part of our life because, I mean, why do people build, man caves and stuff like that? They want to go in there and just do them, right?
right,
And I'm saying man caves, but women got their caves too,
No,
Right.
totally. And I think, like,
so just
me
call it the
personally, I
man
like
cave.
being able to listen to what I want to listen to. I want to go wherever I want to go. I'm selfish sometimes. I don't want to say, well, what do you want to eat? What do you like? Oh, I
Right,
want to watch this
Brittany?
movie. Do you think you would be interested in watching this movie with? No, I want to watch whatever I want to watch.
Right.
Monica's probably laughing back there right now.
Like right now,
Well,
I'm sitting on the back porch. The sun is hitting my face. I'm not on the front porch because a neighbor may walk up and I do not want to be disturbed. I'm just enjoying myself. It is wonderful.
right.
You all can't hear the birds chirping because it's a noise headset, but I'm telling you, it's beautiful out here. I love it.
That's right. I mean, and again, wherever you find that peace and solitude at, that I mean, that's what you want. That's what you're looking for. I mean, it's a time to go through your thoughts. It's a time to, I mean, just again, do you? I mean, Pedro. I mean, you're a tech guy. I know you spend a lot of time just teching, geeking out on some of this technology, and you
Well,
know, reading
yeah,
all your
yeah.
articles and stuff. Again, that's a long time.
Yeah, that's the time that does take some of my time, but when I'm like in my studio working on like music, working on mixing, um hours fly. Hours fly for me. Like I could look at the watch and then I'll be like, oh man, 4 hours just passed. It's already 2 in the morning. Oh snap. I gotta get to bed. Like time flies for
Right,
me.
right, right, right. Because it's not about the time; it's about the project. It's about the mission, the task. You're trying to accomplish that, and you ain't comfortable until you get it done. You
Yeah.
know. So we've all been there. We've all been there. That's for sure. I know I have, but that, and again, I guess maybe we'll separate that because that's more work when you go to that level, or passion. If you have a passion for it, that'll have you up all night doing it. You know, I don't know how many times you done heard stories about artists that just up for days painting or sculpting or whatever they do.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
When you're doing a good project, you could go to sleep all late and wake up super early and be all like, "I'm not tired. I'm getting back on."
In the zone, in the zone.
Yeah, in the
because
zone. And sometimes you're so excited that you're trying to lay your head down and go to sleep. You're like, "I'm not sleepy though."
right, 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 right.
And so
So
it is some solitude is good for you, you know.
I mean, companionship is great as well, but everything has its place. I mean, solitude it makes for a better relationship as well. I mean, sometimes like men, women alike. You come home from work, job, school, whatever the case may be. Sometimes you just need a few minutes to breathe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You don't necessarily want to hear, oh, well, how was your day? As soon as you walk in the door, hold on, just give me a few minutes and I'll be right back with you. Something.
Right,
You
right.
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
learning that language from each other is key. Okay, I'm not for that right this moment. I guess, but yeah, no, you got to
Um
have it.
yes, that's true. And on that note, let's pay some bills and we'll be back, guys. Ed, I'm gonna step out for a quick second too. I'm just gonna push this to play.
Uh,
If you'd like to know more about Blind United, you can visit our website at blindunited.org. You can email us at info@blindunited.org. You can call us at 909-846-8825. You can follow us on Instagram at Blind United Interest Groups. You can follow us on X at Blind United 22. You can watch our YouTube channel, Blind United. You could join our Facebook group, Blind United Interest Groups, or you can follow our Facebook page, Blind United.
all right. So, yeah, again, solitude is great. Sometimes forced solitary confinement, that'll drive you crazy, of course. Uh, uh, People that don't want to be alone, I guess that would also be, I guess that's why my age, when they're always calling me, I don't know if you get these, Carol, where the insurance want to call you and check on you. Have you been feeling lonely? Have you been feeling stressed? Or, I don't.
Well, they say that like people that are senior citizens are more likely to suffer from depression. Basically due to isolation, a lot of their loved ones passing away, or their kids being adults going on doing their own thing and not having activities, extracurricular activities. Like Ed and also Carol, I don't really know you personally, Carol, but I believe that you do a lot of stuff. You have a village, you have people that love you, you love them, you support them, they support you. And I believe that
Yes.
Ed has the same thing. So I think that that helps with loneliness and depression. I
It
could be
does.
wrong. I don't know.
It does. No, you're not wrong. And, I do receive those calls as well, Ed, to where are you safe? Do you feel, all of these different things? And
Have you been hungry in the
have you
last
been
30 days?
hungry? Yes. Have you fallen?
Have you fallen recently?
Yes. But it's just part of it. I guess as you get a little older, people are just concerned.
I,
I grew up like an only child,
I
and
don't know.
I
The insurance company trying to figure out whether we might be a high risk or something. You know what I'm saying?
well, some people are, but
They,
I'm an active individual that just can't see. So,
well,
just the
long as they
concern.
ain't thinking about trying to put me in a nursing home, I'm
No, no,
good.
no, no, no. Now that's solitary confinement to me. I would go
Yeah,
crazy.
I would too. I mean, you want to think that. Well, you're dealing with people's personality. You don't know how everybody else there is going through what they going through. You know what I'm saying? So,
Right,
I'd rather stay away from that because you're gonna get a larger mixture of people that are not really living a quality life.
right, right.
And I'm sorry for them, but I'm trying to live my best life.
I am too.
You
Yeah. And I
And
think
I'm selfish.
sometimes, yeah, me
Like
too. Me
Brittany,
too.
I
Very,
don't want to be around someone that is gonna drag me down. I like the option of being able to just walk away from the conversation if I don't want to be in it.
yes,
They
that
do
is
it,
very
they
much
do it
me.
to me and I don't even know when they're leaving. So I might as well do it to them when they can see me
Don't that
leave.
just burn you up? You be
It
sitting there
tears me
talking to
up.
somebody, and
I'm just
next thing you
talking
know,
to
you
the air.
talking
People
They
think I'm
just
yourself.
walk
crazy.
away.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Oh
can you
man.
please let me know you're gone? Damn.
Please. But another pet peeve for blind folks. That's what that
Right.
is.
Right.
No, most definitely. And I think sometimes what may be a bad quality of life to someone else may be awesome for another person, Like there are some people who are like, I can't imagine not having anyone to talk to. And I'm like, man, I love not having anybody to talk to. That's when I come up with my greatest ideas. If there's ever a wild, blind, united idea, it was probably because Brittany was by herself and she thought, that would be a good idea. And there was nobody there to say, Brittany, no, that was a horrible idea. Don't do that. So that's
Well,
how
I mean, and again, a lot of the stuff we do, it came up, and in a thought of solitude. When you're just sitting there and being creative within your mind, whatever. Again, the fact that the interest groups working, yeah, I stole it from my church, but the thought of would it work here? Would it apply here? Would it apply to our community? What type of interest groups would they be? That kind of thing. Well, let them be what they're going to be. I mean, of course, we know we want to provide the training and stuff like that, but let the rest of it be what it's going to be, whatever people are interested in. That's the hence interest groups,
And I'm
so.
extremely grateful for it because I tell you, it's just made me a whole well-rounded person. I've met some wonderful people like you all, and I can't wait to just jump on and listen and jump in the classes. It's excellent.
I appreciate you, and we appreciate the participation as well, Carol. I really do. I love the way you jumped in with both feet. Uh, uh, that's the way Britt did back in the day. Brittany seen the walk a mile thing came up, and that sounds really interesting. And she got at me, and she said she'd like to be involved. I told her where to meet us at, and we've been right with there with each other ever since. You know,
That's excellent. Excellent.
And I think that helps with loneliness too, just social media and having a community online. There's a big blind community online, and if I wouldn't have been a part of that big blind community online, I would have never met Ed. So I'm really happy that I have that, or I had that.
You
I'm gonna
know,
get I'm gonna get part of it. I'm gonna join Facebook. I've never been on any platform other than Zoom now, so it's like I'm getting there.
well, I mean, again, it's steps. You do it at your pace. I mean, your age. I mean, yeah, me when I went and got to the training center, Carol, it was more about, you know what, I'm trying to find a way to help my wife. You know, she was working hard, all those things. You know, so I was trying to go there with it. But little by little, you know what I'm saying? Especially at this age, over there, hopefully they come up with some, close that gap there as far as, I mean, you're getting some training, but you're not getting equipment, you know, stuff
Correct.
like that. That's what I mean. You know, you're getting the training that they'll offer some training. And then organizations like ours, I mean, again, well, I can't say organization like ours because there's not a whole lot of organizations out there that you can get training for free.
No.
Nobody's kind of doing that part yet. You know,
I mean,
Right.
it's expensive to train people. Jaws is a specialty product. Braille, all these things are very expensive. So, I mean, with
Yeah.
that being said, if you want to donate, you can donate to Blind United at you can tell us at blindunited2022 at gmail, or you can go on our website blindunited.org, and it'll give you directions on how to donate if that's what you'd like to do.
and we would greatly appreciate it. As they say, no donation is too small. So I mean, but again, but that's our goal. That's kind of why we created this. I mean, even once we reach another plateau in our goal of having a training center, I mean, of course, yes, if you do qualify services, we would be totally ignorant, stupid to turn down that money. But we're not going to turn a person away because they don't qualify. That's the difference. You know, we're going those that can qualify and they can pay. Of course, we're gonna get that money. But like I said, if you were in our state, Carol, no, just come on in the door. You want the one-on-one that way, we're gonna do it for you. You know,
And you
maybe by
have.
that point we'll be doing one-on-one, have a better Zoom platform or whatever can accommodate us where we can do one-on-one trainings virtually for the stuff that we can do that way. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So,
Right, of
Right. And
course.
if anybody who's listening has any suggestions of things that they would like for us to do, you can always email us at info@blindunited.org, because we want to know what can we do to make Blind United better. We are all for helpful criticism.
right. And we're just trying to build a community that can also speak with one voice. Again, that's another big issue about us getting the accommodations we need from the environments in which we live in. All other disabilities have pretty much all the accommodations they need. Our community is coming up short because we're not speaking with one voice. So we got to get to a point where we can speak with one voice, and that way we can get the stuff we need as well. So,
Divided
uh,
we fall, united we stand, and
united we
hashtag one
stand.
voice. So
Uh,
Love it.
I
Love it.
love it. I love it. So, with all that, let me see how much time we got left here.
we don't have much time
We
left,
got
but
6 minutes. So,
we got 6 minutes, I guess. With that short time, I'm just monopolizing all the time here. That's normally not my personality. Yeah, I apologize.
oh
But
no, no. What this is your personality. This is the side of you I love when this lady comes out. So do you,
well,
Britt?
you guys can please donate to Jimmy at Cane Give. He's giving canes to people who desperately need them, people in Africa who would not get a cane because canes are super expensive, and in a lot of cultures disabled people are shunned, they're seen as a burden, they're seen as cursed. So please show these people some love, because I know what it feels like to feel like a burden, and I don't want these people to feel this way. I want them to feel loved and supported. So youcanegive.org or custom cane, or if you just want to buy a cane, if you want a blinged out cane, you want a rainbow cane, you want a cane with I don't know, for your punk rocking, whatever you want, flames, I don't know. If
Well,
you
he'll
want
put
to
it
give
on there, that's for sure.
your favorite team, you want a Broncos cane, I don't know, Dodgers, whatever, like custom cane. So don't go plain, go custom cane.
Custom with a
K.
K.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, custom with a K. Yeah, Jimmy does a lot of great work over there. Always, and again, all my canes are custom canes. I have 5 different canes now. I have a patriotic cane that looks like an American flag. I have another cane that's covered with eyeballs. I have a solid gold cane, look like it's a rod of gold. And then I got 2 logo canes. I got my First Amendment Ed logo cane, and then I got my Blind United logo cane. So,
yep, and I also have a Blind United logo cane. Maybe we can get a whole bunch of those and sell them on our website if people want to buy Blind United canes. And if they have canes, why can't we have a cane?
I hear you.
Great
Have
idea.
you? So how you like yours, Britt? Can you see what color it is? They told me the cane is actually blue with the logos on it.
Yeah, it's blue. It's kind of like a Dodger blue, I guess.
Okay.
And then it has so it's like the background is blue, and then it has little rectangles, and it has Blind United, and it has the different logos that we have. So for those who don't know what our logo looks like, it's a globe, and then it has Blind United written in Braille. If anybody's ever seen and they've seen the Universal sign, and it has the globe and Universal going around it, that's kind of what our logo looks like. It just has Blind United in Braille though.
And then off to the right of that, we have Blind United in block lettering with Blind United ink, I should say, in block lettering. Depends on which one you're looking at, So we've actually got other ones in there that have the tagline on it that say, building bridges, closing gaps, and making connections. So, but yeah, no, Jimmy, he there's nothing, no kind of cane he can't put together for you. But again, just like us, every dime you spend over there in his store, we ain't got no store, but Jimmy got a store.
That's one of my loaner ideas. I think we should have a store, Ed.
All right, I agree, Britt. We're gonna get us some BU gear. But again, whatever you spend at that store, he's got canes, accessories, all that stuff. All that stuff goes to support his nonprofit. You Can Give. All that money goes to, again, into getting the canes, and he's got people helping him. I'm being honest, the biggest part of that is transportation. It costs him so much money to go over there and do that. The canes are donated, the cords and all that stuff are donated. But again, you got to take the canes over there. You got to provide he takes he takes a mobility instructor with him to give him that, different little stuff like that. So, but again, he's doing some great work, and if you can help him out, youcanegive.org, or again, you can reach out to us at info@blindunited.org. And of course, we can also...
You'll get one of our personalities to respond to the email. So you never know who you're going to get. It'll be fun for you and for us. info@blindunited.org.
Yeah, we're just trying to make life better for as many blind people. Again, we are Blind United, so we are uniting with Jimmy. We're going to unite with these folks over on the other side of the planet that can't get a cane. We're going to help them get what they need, and just like we're going to do what we can to help what people over here need. So with all that being said, I appreciate y'all. I really do. My Blind United family.
Appreciate
Y'all
you.
have a lovely rest of your Thursday. And guess what? Tomorrow is TGIF. It's the end of the week.
And it's our NFB meeting. Yay, us.
Yes, it is our NFB chapter meeting, first Friday of the month. So we'll be partaking in that tomorrow. So anyway, we will talk to you guys on the next one. See you tomorrow morning.